Good morning from my super stealth spot in Moosehead, Nova Scotia. There's the barn I slept in. The house I'm gonna buy, probably not. The foghorn stopped, either because the fog disappeared or the foghorn doesn't run at night. I'm not sure which. But if you lived here, this is the view you would have every morning from your back porch. On sunny days, of course. Well, I've all packed up, so I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna head up to the main town, which is only about 10 kilometers up the road, grab some breakfast and a cappuccino, and then decide if I hit the national park here. The locals call it Keji, and I think it's pronounced Kejimkujik or Jumanji or something. I'll get back to you on that. Or if I zip around and do the whole end of the coast and loop back around up to the Bay of Fundy. Either way, I'm sure we'll have some spectacular scenery today. All right, let's hit the road. Quite a nice little property, and for 500 grand. Probably a lot less because it's been on the market for 366 days. There's also an empty lot right next door. I wonder how much that goes for. You could plunk a trailer on there and be all handy dandy. Alright, we have projected blue skies for at least the next 4 to 5 days. Nice temperatures are going to be around 20 degrees, lows of 10 depending where you are. So we should have a good little week ahead. A nice proper cappuccino and croissant. Just going to go by the grocery store, get a few provisions. And then I think head up for a little hike in Keji Park. And see where that takes us. And then plan out where I'm going to spend the night. Well, there it is. Kejimkujik National Park. 70k to where I've mapped out a hike. We'll go check out the national park, have a little hike, see what time it is, and decide where I go spend the night. It was a spectacular starry night last night. Super clear, and Keji Park is supposed to be famous for its clear skies and starriest of starry nights. Alrighty, welcome to Kejimkujik, Kalamazoo, Kejimkujik Port. So, how do you actually pronounce it?
Kejimkujik.
Kejimkujik.
Yeah.
Perfect. Land of the little fairies. I'll look for them.
You need to display.
Thank you. There you go, the land of the little fairies. 10 kilometers to where my little hike I mapped out started. Oh, watch out for the turtles. I've decided, since this is supposed to be one of the darkest places on the eastern seaboard, it's designated as a dark skies place, that I'll spend the night if they'll have me. And then I'll swing by the campground and hopefully they'll have a spot for me to pitch my little tent. It is midweek and the kids are back in school, so unless all the old people snagged up all the spots, I should be good. Oh, that clackety clack, it's gotta be the chain. Just because every time I lube it up, it's good for a bit and it starts clacking away. Anyways, there's a bunch of spots, so she gave me a list of a few of the quieter areas. So I'll go check out a few spots and see which one's the best. Okay, of course the first spot I picked was the best spot, and of course somebody's in there tonight. I picked another spot not far down. Hopefully nobody's really around it for tonight. But the campground's pretty big and pretty empty right now. $28 for the night. It's almost 3, so I'll just set up my camp and then head out to do a little, there's a trek along the river. I might go check that out. Turns out I was misinformed by all trails on the length of this hike. Peter Point is only 3 kilometers return which is basically like 2 minutes. There's a dirt road that you drive up to the parking lot, and All Trails was giving me the distance from where you turn off on the dirt road. So that was probably a 3 odd K drive there. So I believe they said it was like 8 or 9 kilometers return. Anyway, I'll do a quick hike to the point, maybe do some other hike. Not a very big park. I don't think any of the hikes in this park have anything that'll be steep and grueling. I suspect pretty much most of the hikes will be like this. They also have ticks, so it would be wise for me not to go bushwhacking. From some of the trails that I did, if there was ticks, I would be Lyme disease ridden right now. Tad chilly. It's only about 15 degrees, and with no steep and grueling, I don't suspect I'll really work up any kind of a sweat. I've done it. I've made it all the way to Peter's Point. Whole 1.5 kilometers. It does have a beautiful beach though. All to myself. Apparently there are a bunch of hikes here where you can portage your kayak or canoe. Or if you're Hercules, your speedboat. Oh, that is bathtub warm. And now start the long, grueling 1.5 kilometer trek back along this incredibly steep incline. And I'm back. That was more like a stroll, really, than any kind of a hike. While I was there, I lubed the chain and now it stopped. So every time you lube it, it's good for a little bit and then starts to fall apart. Anyways, just gonna head back to camp and kick back and relax. Alright, here's my little spot for the night. Picnic table, little fire pit, my tent. The lake's over there. I think I'll take a wander over now and have a look-see. And this is the little campground beach. 2 minutes from my campsite. Okay, I managed to get a fire going. Starting to get chilly. Sun's going down. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to make for dinner. It might be a bagel processed chicken sandwich or something like that. I wasn't very well prepared. I had 1 sip of booze left. Not any fancy food for the fire. I'll be dipping into my semi-emergency supplies. And not having as good a dinner as I possibly could have with a fire. Such an amateur. Anyways, tomorrow we'll probably head up and see the Bay of Fundy. Other than that, that's a sign off for tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hey, puppy. Puppy.